I'm talking about good and evil, the differences, or how I define it, and do I think I'm winning? I believe I'm winning, yes I do, because what my intentions are. I'm gonna try to keep this to the short, quick, and to the point. I believe I don't totally agree with the Christian philosophy. For one, that's one. I study a lot of different religions, and I don't have particularly a religion of my own, but I believe in a lot of things. Secondly, I believe good and evil go hand in hand together. It's like water. It's like light. You can't have the sun without the shadows. I think evil is almost like a byproduct of good. You don't know who beautiful people are until you see ugly people. You don't know who the skinny people are until you see fat people. It's all relative. It's all relative. How we define good and evil is primarily based. There's two types. There's absolutely good. There's absolute good and absolute evil. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, or if you're talking about relative good and evil. Because relative good and evil is about how we feel about certain things, and that changes from time to time. I mean, there used to be a time where, in the Bible, if I was going to use the Bible, where you could stone your kids if they were disobedient to you. Well, now that would be evil. Back then, that was good. So that's what you call relative good and evil, where one thing that might be good today would be seen evil tomorrow, depending on how people feel. And that's usually based on our emotions, how we feel about a certain issue. In some countries it's okay to beat your wife. In this country it is not. It's all depending on how people feel about an issue. When those emotions change, when people start speaking and communicating to each other, how we see good and evil changes. Absolute good and evil, I don't think any human has the potential to be absolutely good or absolutely evil. Those are in themselves it's like a force. It's like water. Water is a force. It can be turned into steam. It can be turned into ice. It can be liquefied. Good and evil are similar to that. It depends on what you do with it. It's an absolute force, and in itself it's not bad, but what you do with that energy, what you do with it, depends on the product. Like water, we can drink water, it's a part of us. Most of our bodies made out of water, but in the same thing, this element can destroy us. It can kill us if we get too much of it. We can drown in it, but it's a healing property. So water in itself is not a bad thing. It's all what you do with it, how you use it. Things that help are good. Things that hinder are bad. So if you base your life on that philosophy, you'll start seeing good and evil in different ways, because it's no longer, did somebody tell me it's just good or evil, or am I living my life according to what somebody said? But you're now going by that inner quality that you know is good and evil. Is this helping me or is this hindering me? Fear, I can say, has evil. Is mostly evil, because fear most of the time hinders us. Love is an expression that's mostly good, because love usually helps us. But in the same way, love can be evil at times, because I can find you some examples, if you ask me later, where love hinders people, or love makes them do very bad things out of the name of love. So that's what you call relative. But it's a deep subject, and it would take me forever to talk about it, but that's just my little 2 cents on it, and I hope I didn't confuse you any more than you already are. Okay.